Pen here. I am your Leaky Gut coach and the creator of the JIA Blueprint. And today what I want to do is dive into a really hot topic, that of vegan and vegetarian diets. We know that these diets can be very wonderful for cleansing, but they're often not enough when it comes to deep, lasting healing, unfortunately. So if you or a loved one have been following a plant-based diet, thinking that ultimately it might be the path to health, well, this video might just give you a little bit of perspective here. So let's explore the role of vegan and vegetarian diets. So what I want to do is start by acknowledging that vegan and vegetarian diets, they can be powerful cleansers by simply cutting out processed foods, sugars, animal products, and some things, and focusing just on vegetables. We often give our bodies a much needed break. And this kind of reset, it can make us feel lighter, more energized, and mentally clear in the short term. So there's no doubt that plant-based diets can be beneficial for cleansing, and cleansing is crucial, but it may not be what provides the lasting healing that you're looking for in the long run, especially when our goal is to heal deeply from something like juvenile arthritis or other chronic inflammatory conditions. So let's discuss a little bit about the JIA Blueprint and what it is that the requirements that our bodies need in order to rebuild and to heal. In my blueprint, I emphasize a few core needs that are required for true healing. So first, we need to address the gut directly. This means that we're not just avoiding inflammatory foods like some other diets, anti-inflammatory diets. We're actively nourishing the body with foods that help to rebuild the gut lining and restore the ability to absorb nutrients again. Plant-based diets can be lacking in some very vital nutrients that our children need in order to rebuild their digestive tract. There's very specific amino acids and fats that just simply are only found in animal sources. And for someone who has an autoimmune condition, unfortunately, the gut wall is often damaged. And we just need specific nutrients for that. And unfortunately, most plant-based foods just don't deliver these nutrients effectively. So let's talk about animal fats a little bit and collagen and why they really matter in a proper healing diet for something like juvenile arthritis. So there is this other aspect of the role of animal fats and collagen that we need to focus on. In the blueprint, I always recommend animal sources for connective tissue because this is a like heals like sort of a thing. This is the connective tissue, our children's connective tissue and gut lining that is being destroyed and damaged. And this is exactly what we need in order to rebuild it. And so the connective tissue that we're getting from animal products are packed with collagen and gelatin, exactly what we need to repair and rebuild the gut wall. So this concept of like heals like, it means that by consuming animal connective tissue, not just muscle meat, we help support the body in regenerating its own tissue. So this kind of tissue, it's almost impossible to achieve this or to rebuild this with plants alone. Because plant-based proteins, they lack the amino acid profile. They lack that same profile that the proteins from animal products have. And this is what's really needed if we want to achieve deep and structural healing. So something I want you to understand is that this is not to demonize vegetarian or vegan diets because we know them to be very energizing and very cleansing. But what I want to do is help you to understand that there's a difference between cleansing and energizing foods and healing foods and what that difference really is. So vegan and vegetarian diets, they can help reduce inflammation initially at first. They act like a reset for the body or a sort of a detox. And that's why people often feel so much better at first when they first start a vegan or vegetarian diet. So really what we're doing is when we're eating this way is we're trying to give the body the resources that it needs to rebuild itself and to reverse the damage and to support a resilient immune system. And so at first, this detox that's provided by these energizing and cleansing foods, it does just that. But unfortunately, there's much more that's needed in order to, once we strip away all that's damaging, what we need is what are we going to give the body to start building with? What are the building blocks? So what we need are nutrient dense animal foods, things like meat stock, drinking that liquid, that meat stock liquid every single day. Things like raw egg yolks. This is going to help the body egg yolks are a powerhouse of nutrition, and our children's bodies who are so damaged usually can't really absorb a lot of nutrition. So things like egg yolks are going to help the body absorbing the nutrition it needs so that it can start rebuilding itself again. And also things like animal meats, like organ meats is what I meant to say, organ meats. So that's another like heals like, because when the body has already gotten to a place where it's this damage to the point where you have juvenile arthritis, it's because the detox organs are already bogged down. So eating organ meats and rebuilding your children's organs is part of what is going to help, believe it or not, to rid their body of this juvenile arthritis. So all those things are invaluable. Of course, there's so much more to it, but those are some things that highlight why these animal products are so important. So really, my goal for you and for anybody who's watching this video is to help families that have children that are facing any kind of autoimmune condition and help them to go beyond the cleansing portion of, going from a standard American diet into more natural foods, produce, and things like that, and find some real foundational healing. So this means that we need to give the body the resources that it needs day to day to rebuild itself. And so what we do in the blueprint is we're focusing on nourishing foods, okay? Things that really support the gut, foods that really support the immune system, but also the detox pathways. And these are simply things that a vegan or vegetarian diet just often don't provide in sufficient amounts. For somebody like your child who is dealing with a chronic health issue. So all of that to say, and hopefully this all is coming together and sending some light bulbs your way. That's really what I hope. But really, this is not to demonize vegetables or fruits or even people who choose to eat a more vegetable heavy diet. Really what it is acknowledging that getting away from the standard American diet and eating more whole foods is an amazing first step that we all can take in our journey to health. Unfortunately, vegetables just are not the final answer if we want to experience this full lasting healing that we're after, and it's our kids. And so that is what we're after. So if you are curious after watching this video about how to move on from eating these cleansing and detoxifying foods and how to incorporate these rebuilding foods into your child's body so that way we can heal them from the bottom up, please check me out on my website, JIABlueprint.com. You can send me an email at JIABlueprint@gmail.com. You can also find me at Facebook at Juvenile Arthritis and Uveitis Blueprint. That is my public group where you can speak to me there directly, ask me any questions that you have, and hopefully help you on your journey to healing and reversing your children's arthritis. So thank you so much for watching. If any of this resonates with you, please give my video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, share it with someone you love, and I will see you next time.